Dear Democrats, we don't want safe anymore. Now, before the comment section lights itself on fire, yes, I know we need anybody but Trump right now. I'm not saying gamble the election. I'm not saying get cute. I'm saying let's stop lying to ourselves about why we're here and what people actually want next. Trump has to go, period. We would vote for a folding chair over Trump. That part is settled. But after that, after the champagne and the memes, we've got a much bigger conversation to have, because replacing Trump with a quiet corporate nothing will fundamentally change Democrat is exactly how we ended up with Trump in the first place. And voters know it. People are not confused. The polling is not confusing. What's confusing is why Democrats keep acting scared of ideas that most of the country already agrees with. Healthcare, a clear majority of Americans want universal healthcare, not tweaks, not patches, not protect what we have. They want Medicare for all. Independents want it. Even a big chunk of Republicans want it. So when Democrats act like this is risky, voters here, risky for who? College? Most Americans support free community college. Young people overwhelmingly support it. Even older voters lean yes. The only people allergic to this idea are donors who already paid off their tuition in 1984. Wages? Over 80% of voters say the minimum wage is too low. That includes Republicans. That includes independents. Everybody living in the real world knows $7.25 is a joke. Yet we keep pretending this is a bridge too far. Guaranteed income? More than half the country supports monthly cash payments. 3/4 of Democrats do. Independents lean yes. Black and Latino voters strongly support it. Even younger Republicans are warming up to it. But Democrats still talk about it like it's a sci-fi experiment instead of a policy people already want. Now let's talk about justice, because this is where Democrats really start whispering. Criminal justice reform isn't radical. Over 80% of voters want it. Most Americans believe prisons are filled with too many nonviolent people and cost too much money. Most people believe the justice system should be about rehabilitation, not punishment. 3/4 of voters want to end mandatory minimums and let judges judge again. Over 80% want independent oversight of prisons. People are tired of a system where nonviolent offenders lose decades of their lives so private prison executives can buy a third vacation home. And yes, let's finally say it clearly, private prisons are a scam. A profit model built on human captivity is morally bankrupt. Mandatory minimums don't just ruin families, they generate shareholder value. People see that now. Police accountability, Americans are not asking for chaos, they're asking for accountability. Body cameras, bans on chokeholds, ending civil asset forfeiture, early warning systems for problem officers. These ideas pulled through the roof. ICE? Once white people started getting killed by ICE, suddenly the country discovered the problem. Now nearly half the country wants the agency abolished, and most people disapprove of how it operates. Black folks didn't need polling to know this. We've been telling you. And here's where Democrats need to stop dodging the smoke. We don't just want reform, we want accountability. We want consequences. We want jail, not speeches, not books, not MSNBC panels. Jail. People who abuse power need to pay. Republican officials who broke the law need to pay. Corporate executives who funded authoritarianism, voter suppression, and racial violence need to pay. You do not get to bankroll fascism, destabilize democracy, and then quietly rebrand as a bipartisan donor in the next administration. No, that tab is due. We watched corporations pour money into Republicans while they shredded voting rights, weaponized ICE, protected violent police departments, and normalized authoritarian behavior. We want investigations. We want prosecutions. We want prison sentences where appropriate, period. No pardons. No, we need to heal. No, let's look forward. You break the law, you go to jail. That includes presidents. That includes donors. That includes executives. Now let's talk about the base, because Democrats love saying black women save democracy right up until black people ask for something tangible. Black women vote nearly 90% Democratic. Black men vote around 85% Democratic. We show up every time. But when the conversation turns to reparations, suddenly it's too long ago, too divisive, not the right moment. Let's be honest about the real problem. White Democrats, only about 1/3 of white Democrats support reparations for descendants of American chattel slavery, not Republicans, Democrats. The same people who say they believe in racial justice suddenly get real cautious when justice has a price tag. Meanwhile, black Democrats overwhelmingly support reparations. And yes, black Americans notice the contradiction when billions get sent overseas with no hesitation, while reparations get treated like a moral inconvenience. You can't keep asking black voters to save democracy while refusing to repair the damage democracy caused us. That math doesn't work anymore. This isn't about being contrarian. This isn't about purity tests. This is about whether Democrats actually want to govern for people or just manage decline politely. The country is ready for bold policy. The base is ready for bold policy. The polling says so. What people don't want anymore is excuses. So here's the bottom line. We don't want safe. We don't want corporate first. We don't want quiet. We want Medicare for all. We want free college. We want a living wage. We want guaranteed income. We want an end to private prison profiteering. We want real police and ICE accountability. We want reparations on the platform. And we want criminals, political and corporate, to go to jail. If Democrats want our votes, our energy, our organizing, and our turnout, love your constituents. Fight for them loudly. Hold power accountable, or step aside and stop being surprised when people stop believing you. Follow Marcus Ferrell live. Subscribe while you are at it.